Okay, what makes me wonder is, since you were one of the few people who had not merged with the other party. So before they moved, were you ever approached that, hey, let's do this together?
No.
No way.
One MLA called me up when I was in Mokokchung.
Okay.
He said, where are you? I said, I'm in Mokokchung. I'm enjoying the football. I'll be coming maybe on 28, 29.
Okay.
That was all. And he said, okay. That was all I knew.
Okay. And why do you think they didn't approach you? Like when 21 of them had meeting together, discussions together, why you were left out? Hi everyone, this is Sir Azo Nino, and he has been closely associated with the Naga People's Front, and he has been very influential in lots of policy making, in lots of decision making in the government. But recently, as we all are aware for the fact that there has been squabble between the parties here in Lungleng. However, we are going to talk about in detail with him. And sir, congratulations on your being elected as leader of the party in the Legislative Assembly currently.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how do you feel about it, and how are you going to carry your party forward now?
First and foremost thing, I thank God Almighty. I thank the party president, all rank and files, for giving me this huge responsibility. The most interesting part is not hurting anybody and taking over the chair. It was very unfortunate. Our friends had to walk out of us, vacate the chair, and so I have taken over, for which I thank God.
Okay. And it came as a very shocking news for all of us as an observer. Why do you think they leave?
That is what we are also confused at the moment. Because when we are all in the opposition-less government, were they in the opposition-less government because of the Naga political issue?
Exactly.
So whether you merge or not, you're already in the government. So what prompted them to make this move? We're a little bit confused. But nevertheless, as I have always stated, we wish them the best.
Okay.
They must have their own reasons, maybe.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I'm very sure.
I'm sure they do.
And I do not like to further ponder upon that.
Okay, I'm sure they do. Like you said, it was an opposition-less government.
Right.
And they are moving like from one party to another, which is in alliance with all these parties.
Right.
But those people who defected or who merged with the NDPP from your party say that in the media, I came across their statement that there is deficit trust among the party leadership. So is the NPF party leadership going well?
You see, between two persons' relationship, everything cannot be the same. You may have a good relationship with me, but you may not have a good relationship with others also, isn't that true? So what relationship our party president had and what the relationship was with them, that is a mystery, I don't know. But as far as I am concerned, I have my hiccups with my party president from time to time. I disagree with him, but that does not make me take this drastic step of leaving the party. So for them, I don't know what is their grudges. But I thought through talks we could have come to a better understanding. But they had taken these drastic steps. So I leave it to their best wisdom.
That's a good thought from you. And don't you think, your party president being 85 years old, don't you think it's time for him to pave way for the younger generation to lead the party? I feel that that could be one of the reasons why they merged with the other party. What do you say on that?
Well, you see, to be a party president, age is not the limit. You can go to any age. But of course, if they feel that it's time for him to pave way for the younger generation, I'm sure a time will come where he will also agree. And he has definitely agreed to pave way if anybody more capable or suitable comes to occupy the chair. That he has told in front of all the 18 MLAs.
I see. So, like you said, things could have been just straightened out by having a discussion by just talking across the table before they made the drastic,
of course,
they took the drastic step.
Yeah.
But did they ever try to share something that, hey, give a hint that we are, if you don't give us this, we are moving to NDPP? Was there any hints given by them before they moved out?
I don't think they have given any hints to the president, because had they given, president would have told us about that. But I think president never told us anything about that also.
Okay.
Because president also was taken by surprise.
So it's a, we have something in the constitution called the AntiDefection Law, which is like if any member from any party defects to another party during the term of their office, then they will be punished by the law. But it has to be at least 2/3 majority of the party itself. Now, as we see the people who have moved out from NPF to NDPP, we can see that 21 of them have moved out, which is more than 2/3 majority of the party.
Right.
So in that situation, what action do you think your party are going to take? Because it's or are you going to file case or PIL in the Supreme Court? Because it's a very serious
disqualification.
issue. Yeah, disqualification, exactly.
Right. Well, you see, when you talk about merger, a merger should take place along with the party. No doubt they had absolute majority, above 2/3 also. But if they talk about merger, it should have done with the party, with the party's consent. Party's consent was not there. So it is to be very frank, as the president has already stated, it is a defection. And according to defection, the party has every right to move for disqualification.
Right, disqualification.
But for me, I don't believe in playing hate politics. Why should we waste our time? Why should we try to finish one another? We have a very short time only now. I think we should not go for disqualification, nor we should try to further antagonize them.
Okay, what makes me wonder is, since you were one of the few people who had not merged with the other party, so before they moved, were you ever approached that, hey, let's do this together?
No.
No way.
One MLA called me up when I was in Mokokchung.
Okay.
He said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in Mokokchung. I'm enjoying the football. I'll be coming maybe on 28, 29.
Okay.
That was all. And he said, "Okay." That was all I knew.
Okay. And why do you think they didn't approach you? Like when 21 of them had meeting together, discussions together, why you were left out?
Maybe they thought that I'll not be leaving the party.
You will not be moved?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they thought that.
Maybe they thought maybe they wouldn't be able to convince you.
And for that reason, I thank them.
Okay. Because of that, I think you have been elected as the leader of the party in the legislature now.
Thank you.
And
you see, the fact is, though by age I may be younger to so many of them, I'm the senior most.
In the party?
Yeah.
I see.
I am 2002 batch.
Wow.
I started my political career from here.
You were elected in 2002?
Yeah. So this party has given recognition to my leadership.
Okay.
This party has built up my leadership. So I owe a lot to this party.
A true loyal to the party.
So as long as I be in politics, I would like to be loyal to this party. Yes, in politics you never know.
Yeah.
Anything can happen, of course. Until and unless you are forced to push out, be pushed out.
True. And don't you think this party defection, members defection to other party can bring a huge repercussions on you?
So of course. Recently our interview in the social medias, which was covered by Northeast News,
yes,
NLTV, and so on and so forth. I could see so many negative comments on the other legislators.
I see.
Which was not deserving at all. I feel sorry for them. And when you go through those comments, you can be mentally disturbed.
Okay.
I feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
So they must be going through a very hard time, mentally.
That can be possible as well, but you will know better. So what I'm wondering right now is, what was the provision or offers or any kinds of privilege that they see in the other party, which they don't see it here in NPF? What do you think will be the privilege that they might be getting? So privilege in the sense like, better prospect as a politicians.
My school of thought may be different.
Yeah.
But you see, our party is almost bankrupt. And to come out in the elections, you need a lot of money, lots and lots of money.
I understand.
So maybe they thought the party may not be able to finance them. Maybe that is one of the reasons. I may be wrong, of course. I may be very wrong.
So when it comes down like Naga political issue, do you think this will, like we have discussed, this will have a negative repercussion on the Naga political issue as well? And NPF being one of the champions for Naga political issue, do you think NPF has a prospect in the upcoming election with just 4 or 5 of the legislators left in the party now? What is the prospect for the upcoming election?
It should not have any negative impact on the Naga political talks.
Okay.
Why? Because whether they merge or not, whether they defect or not, we have still come together under UDA government. That is the opposition-less government. And this idea of coming together is to push forth the Naga political issue, to expedite the talks and come to a logical conclusion. So right now, as long as we NPF remain in the opposition-less government, I think this shows the sincerity of the leader, that is Honorable Chief Minister Rio. So this message should go to the government of India, and it should not have any negative impacts. Coming to Naga political issue, on my take, what I have stated some few years back, some days back, I have to state the same thing to you, because I cannot give different opinions on every different platform, isn't it?
Yeah.
I cannot do that.
One should not.
You see, I have already questioned the government of India. What more is there to talk? When they themselves has declared several times, even in the assembly, in the floor of the house, the then governor had declared that on 31st October 2019, the talks has concluded. So if it is concluded, then implement what is the agreed position with the 7 NPGG, or implement the competency clauses that has been agreed with the IM. That is what we should demand, and we are demanding that. But nevertheless, our demand should be above Article 371A, above 16-point agreement, and nothing below that. And above all, the most important thing is, it should be a solution to end an era of extortion, threat, intimidation, taxation, ransom, killing, so on and so forth.
Right.
Nagas are fed up. We are totally fed up of these activities. We want to put an end to this. So that's why we have foregone our previous demand of sovereignty. But nevertheless, of course, even if a part-time stopgap solution or stopgap settlement comes, our demand for sovereignty will continue till such time we achieve it.
And like you mentioned, like implementation should begin by now, because
they should
talks have been concluded.
Very much.
However, if I point out what the IM is saying, because the other side NNPGs are ready to go forward and start implementation, and government of India is also ready at the same time. But however, when it comes to IM, they are still adamant to implement, because the framework agreement or the talks seem to be void of the flag and the constitution. On that issue, what is your take?
You see, the word framework agreement itself, I believe it's carved out or coined out from the very words within the framework of the Indian Constitution. So when it is within the framework of the Indian Constitution, that means it means no sovereignty, sovereignty is ruled out, integration is ruled out, flag is ruled out, constitution is ruled out. But what talks is going with the IM, that is framework agreement, that they know best. So if they have come to any term and agreement, they should implement it. If not, I already stated long back, if there is any group who is not willing to do the final inking, they should abrogate ceasefire. Go back to the jungle.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And fight with government of India for our cause.
Did you ever tell them on the face?
I tell this in every platform.
Okay. So whenever, I hope you must have met these people, the negotiating parties, either IM or the NNBGs.
Yes, we used to meet.
Yeah.
I used to tell them also.
Yeah.
But more so these days, we are never included because the so-called core committee, a few members, maybe 10, 12 members, they take up these issues. And I don't know how bold they are to, and how bold they are taking up these issues with the different groups.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now the party is not in a good shape, the NPF, which was like a Titanic, which people think that, oh, this ship is never going to sink. But it looks like it's, when it comes to numbers of legislators, it has sunken very deeply at this time. And does it have an impact on other states? Like Manipur, you have an NPF unit. Will it have an impact on the Manipur NPF unit?
I don't think so. Manipur state unit, I'm very happy. They are going strong, and they are more stronger than Nagaland at present. Why they are more stronger? Because they have 5 elected members.
Yes, they do.
Now we have only 4.
Yes.
Out of 26, we have drastically cut down to 24. Yes, there is a time for every season under the heaven.
True.
During autumn, all the leaves fell down.
Yeah.
Fell off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you see anybody saying or getting worried about those leaves falling down? Nobody is worried.
Nobody is worried.
Because they know
that it's going to come.
New leaves will come there.
Yeah, yeah.
So we shouldn't worry about the fallen leaves.
Okay.
We should wait for the time for new leaves to come out.
I think, sir, you know politics very well.
Thank you. I don't think so.
You know politics very well, and you know the political mindset of the people very well, I would say. What I'm trying to understand is now, what keeps on going, to propagate that kind of plan that still, although we are just 4 legislators now, we have hope to contest in the next election. What is that hope? What gives you hope that you can be a successful party?
You see, our hope lies on God Almighty. When you trust Him, everything is possible. Without Him, nothing is possible. For us now, that overconfidence thing has vanished. And overconfidence can be your worst enemy.
I agree.
Last time, we were having too much MLAs. We were overconfident. We couldn't muster the majority.
Sure.
But now, we are down to our knees. We will scrutinize every constituency. And we'll try to put up only winning candidates and nothing else. If I'm going to say, if NPF is going to contest 60 out of 60, I'm talking nonsense. That may not be possible. We would love to. We would love to feel 60, but that will be practically impossible. We should talk practicality.
True.
What is practical? True. Basing on ground realities.
True.
So we will try to scrutinize, and we will try to put effective candidates. But regarding this, let me not tell you everything. I have to keep something in secret.
I understand.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a public platform.
Don't question too far also.
Okay. We'll try to conclude.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's conclude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so I wish all the very best to your party. And, like you say the example, leaves can be fallen off, but it'll come up when the time comes.
Yeah, of course.
So I hope your party resurrects again.
100%.
And work well for the Nagas.
Sure.
And not only Nagas as such, but for the development of the people in and around Nagaland.
Okay.
And I wish you very best for the party.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for giving us this time. And I think we should talk again.
Anytime.
Yeah.
I'm always free.
Yeah. I really appreciate your approachability for this.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.